Hi, this is a video about natural dog keeping or dog care, and there's some really interesting things I want to share with you that I have learned just recently. And I've just given Emmy, this beautiful dog, it's a rib, a cow's rib. I just gave it to her and she's eating it, and I give them to her about twice a week or so, and they love them, the dogs. And I just want to tell you some really good things that are good to know. And one of the things is this dog, she's 12 years old now, and just recently she had very bad pain in her hip, and she couldn't walk, it was very painful for her to walk. And I had noticed it a while ago, or years ago actually, that she was starting to have pain in her hip. And then about 2 months ago, it was very serious, and so we were actually talking about putting her down because it was getting so bad. But then I went onto the internet, just like you always do when you have a problem. And I'll just turn the camera a bit. There we go. Yeah, so what I actually learned was that dogs are actually one thing. Of course, just like every animal, you should treat a dog very naturally. So the main things is that they get fresh air, fresh water, exercise, and lots of affection. Especially if you have just one dog, but two dogs can give each other a lot. But you have to really be good to them, and also be strict with them and teach them what's right and what's wrong, so they know that they're safe and that you're the leader dog. And you'll go very far with that if you have that. And especially big dogs need a lot of exercise, so make sure you do that. I used to ride my bike with my two dogs, and you can train them to do that, and they get really good exercise. Now, about diet, there's many ideas out there, but one thing I've learned is a dog should not have dog food. A dog should have real food, and real food for a dog is real food in nature, like this piece of bone. And grain is very bad for a dog, and grain is often in all the dog foods. And talking about natural food, I let my dogs eat the mice that they catch in the fields, because that's natural. The dog is a natural being, and their body is built to eat these little animals in nature. And sometimes they'll catch a hare, or they might catch a bird if they're lucky, and they'll just eat the whole thing. And the other day, I saw there was a hare just on the road here that had been run down, so it was dead. It was lying just on the side of the road. And I took it home, and I knew that they like to eat it, so I chopped it in half with an axe. And you sort of have to chop properly so you don't have blood all over the place. But I chopped it in half and gave one half to each dog. I've got another dog too, and they just ate the whole thing, bones and skin and everything. And of course, when a dog has had a big meal like that, they just lie down and go to sleep and digest. And so actually it's like a fox or a wolf, and a predator animal, I think you call it, a meat eater. They actually have big meals, and then they just digest. So I learned a lot of things, and now I don't give, because what happened was she was very sick, and we didn't know what to do. And I looked on the internet, and I saw there that dogs actually need to fast. They should not be fed every day. That's one thing I didn't really think about. And the other thing was, don't give them grains, and give them natural food. So I I actually stopped feeding her, and I started giving her whey. And she was in so much pain, and she went just into our lounge and just lay there, and we had to more or less pull her out every time to go out to do a wee and poo or whatever. And I just gave her whey, because I thought she should have some minerals. I also gave her some ghee, which is the fat from the milk, from the cow's milk. And within 4 days, she was a new dog. Her pain was nearly completely gone, and now it's completely gone. And she just tries to run off now. And she's 12 years old, and it's just a miracle. But it's not really a miracle. It's just that I didn't understand how their bodies work. And really, when I look at myself, it's very, very natural. It's very basic. So if you have a dog out there, you have a dog who has these hip problems, try this, because it really does work. And make sure also your dog is not too fat. It's just like for us, it's best for a dog to be slim. So that was just a little video about natural dog care, and I'll talk a bit more about it. So see you soon.